Hello everybody and welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. My name is Winback and today we're going to be playing the Banshee Queen, riding the Invincilisk. Spooky. As always, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe your heart out and stick around to the conclusion of this video for the ending of the two-sentence horror story from just a few moments ago. Today's team comps are going to be Kira, Sylvanas, Johanna, Gazlo, Brightwing versus Tassadar, Blaze, Artanis, Rainer, and Anduin. Man, that's skin and mount combination is doing it for me. Really fantastic. I do not remember the last time I played Sylvanas on this channel, so you are aware, Withering Fire is going to be our Q. It's going to shoot the closest enemy up to 5 times over 1.5 seconds, doing teeny amounts of damage, and it is going to reset when we get kills on people. Our W is called Shadow Dagger. It is a point and click, and what's going to happen once it lands, if we auto attack the person it lands on, it's going to spread out and do damage over time to people that it spreads to, and minions. Pretty good stuff there. Our E is called Haunting Wave, that's right. It's just a conal ability. It's going to throw banshees. Let that sink in. You're throwing banshees. And then you are going to be able to re-enable the ability to teleport to, or dash, completely unstoppable dash to where they have reached to. So the farthest they've traveled, you're going to reach to that point. You're going to teleport to that point. Oh no, Brightwing down. I don't think I can get... That's unfortunate. Rainer walks away. Tassadar died in the bottom lane though, so that's pretty cool too, and we're going to make it out with 64 health. I am into that. Our D is called Black Arrows. This is a 2-part trait. One part is activatable, the other part is just built in. But when we actually hit the D button, all of our basic attacks and abilities are going to stun minions, non-elite mercenaries, and structures for 3 seconds. And this is a 10-second duration. All you got to do, hit the building, hit the building, hit the building, and it's going to go to sleep. Makes pushing with Sylvanas really, really, really strong, and she can make advantages with the objective just explode exponentially in value, and close out games pretty early. I think she's a very macro-heavy early game character, even though she does scale pretty well. She doesn't really have a power spike, it feels like. A lot of her kit just is always the same. She's always going to do the same amount of damage, it feels like, to me at least. Yeah. And then again, I might just suck with her, so. Anduin pulling back Artanis. Anyway, the other part of her trait is, you may have seen it by now, but there are 3 stacks that pop up under the health bars of our enemies. So after hitting an enemy, no matter what it is, 3 times, Sylvanas is going to do increased damage to them. Let's see, stacking up 3 times, deal 25% more damage to enemies with 3 stacks. Now that's not just auto damage, that is ability damage, that's it, ability and auto damage, any damage that you can do. It's just Sylvanas, right? I'm assuming that's what that means, because it doesn't say that we're reducing their armor, it just says we're doing a wee bit more damage. I need to go get this top wave. Hopefully my team doesn't die on the objective here, because I need the XP to get us to level 7 to get this fight started when it happens. So, we've, something is happening here. And then we're wrapping around trying to get into it. The talents for this build specifically that I'm trying out, Sylvanas' most recent change was to 2 things. Number 1, her cooldown for the cooldown reduction for her Lost Soul got increased, and no it didn't. Lost Soul just does increased damage with your W now, so it got a damage buff. I'm not actually sure. But anyway, I wanted to play with the W anyway because it's the ability on Sylvanas that I like the most. So, that all being said, we're using a specific build for this to do all that. But the other change that Sylvanas got was her level 10 mind control. They buffed this in the way that it is going to... Anybody that's hit with mind control is going to immediately get 3 stacks of our Banshee's Curse, which means that we're doing 25% more damage to them immediately. So if you hit someone with the mind control, you just open up your entire combo on them, and hopefully they die in the time that they're taunted and silenced by the ability. It's just a pick ultimate. It's really cool. It does obviously doesn't do as much as Wailing Arrow, one of the most ridiculous abilities in the entire game, but at the same time, it's not useless. So, all that being said, we're going into the point here to try to cap the objective. Tassadar and Artanis are already very low, and our team is looking pretty healthy, ready to engage upon them. Pretty split up here, going on both the bottom right side of the map and the top, but I think we're going to make it. Everybody's out. Our tank and our healer are looking a little bit low, but that is okay because we are going to be able to hold this point before the enemy team can get back with enough health. I think they wasted their taps on the last fight that they went in for, so... Yep, there it is. Easy robot. And we're going to run off into the top lane to set up the next objective for some extra damage. Now, this is a tangent, but in this map specifically, when you're playing in the Protector, you don't always have to have 2 people in it. One of the things that you might want to try to convince your team to do is solo robot, and everybody push with the robot, and then at that point, if anyone is in, danger, while the robot push is happening, they can just jump into the passenger seat, and it becomes basically a bunker for... I pushed him in the exact instant he was going for his charge. Feels good, man. You just hop into the passenger seat of the robot if you're about to die. You just kind of leave it open for a person who's going to need it, so you can make more really hyper aggressive plays with your whole team there and the objective, and you have a little bit more freedom to do that. So that's it for that tangent. But the enemy team is level 10. We just hit level 10 as well, and now we are trying to fight a 4 versus 4. Our Kira is deep in the back, but she's got a whole lot of healing, and the Falling Sword is going to come down to interrupt Artanis just on the back end of that mind control too. Fucking righteous. Trading nothing, actually, for 2 kills, because Tassadar died in the bottom lane as well, and Artanis is dead up top. We're doing absolutely great. I'm going to turn on our black arrows here. We've got a whole lot of minions that are just going to die, unfortunately, to Blaze. But that's okay. We got a tower. Every little bit of building damage counts, right? Yeah, and I guess that gives us plenty of time to lead into our build here. So, since we're building all W, I am trying to get more damage with it with this quest, Unfurling Shadows. Each time an enemy hero with 3 stacks of Banshee's Curse is hit by our W, we are going to be increasing the damage of the ability. Another big mind control, but Artanis is alive somehow? Now he's not. Thank it. Thank the heavens. And we're going to get the Anduin on the backside as well. Raynor taking a lot of damage, but he's not going to die. And we did manage to reset our Q cooldown too, since all the deaths were happening. Tassadar just not giving a single solitary fuck about what his team is doing. I can understand that frustration. He just walled himself in. I'm so sorry that you had to see that, because that was traumatizing for me, and I'm the guy that helped kill him. So, ouch. Anyway, this quest is pretty difficult to do. I'm not gonna lie to you. It increases by 0.5% per tick, and it gets about I think it's 7 ticks per 1 target. I I can't remember specifically, because this number isn't very consistent either. So what's going to happen is you're going to put 3 stacks of your curse on someone, and then you're going to whip your dagger onto them, and then your dagger's going to do its periodic damage, and you're going to get a stack for every time that it ticks that periodic damage. Can we get it onto... And he went into the bunker immediately, so the dagger doesn't get... Oh, my God. Stuff is happening. It took a little while for those people to die, but the combo did happen. That was awesome. The gravel bomb interrupting the end-to-end, and then the mind control hitting whoever the fuck it hit, because I can't remember. Yeah, that was really good. But anyway, back to this ability. It's inconsistent. Now, I know good Sylvanas players can stack this bad boy over 100 very quickly. And I think to be the most efficient with the talent and with the build in general, you gotta get like right around 10 stacks per minute, I think. And obviously we're way behind that thing. Way behind that window. Mainly because we didn't pick up the talent that lets you apply 3 stacks of your curse with your hunting wave. Oh, big gravel bomb. He's gonna unstoppable through it with his level 1 talent. And I guess Artanis just felt like going in. It's cool too. That's fine. I'm gonna go join my team over here as they chase down. Maybe not. We're just gonna make sure that the wave pushes even harder with our level 4 talent possession. Now this talent tier is entirely push. You are either going to clear the wave with your W, because they're all going to explode instantly. You are going to push harder with your merc damage, and I actually probably should have taken Mercenary Queen here, because Mercenary Queen affects the turrets even after you take them. So when you place them down on the point to fight, the damage that you're doing with them is going to get buffed, which is awesome. So probably a mistake on my part just because of the map. It's a map specific thing that you want to do. But I do also like possession because this keeps the waves automatically going towards the enemy. So you can take 3 melees, you can take 3 ranged if you need more damage on the wave or if you need it to be tankier. But it just walks towards the enemy team, and they don't get any experience for the people possessed. So it's just like minions that they have to kill for literally no benefit other than stopping them from losing the game. It's really awesome. This used to be an ultimate, actually, and you used to be able to mind control mercenaries, which is, you know... oh my god, I hit Anduin. I think he just walked into it? I'm not sure that the enemy team really understands that, you know, we're a lot ahead of them, and they just kind of keep feeding us kills. So, yeah. I can't turn off the core with my trait, which is one of the things... I don't know. I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. I'm pretty sure it's a good thing. If you could turn off the core, then you just fucking end the game with Sylvanas all by yourself, but... whatever. We're only at 74 stacks on our level 1 quest, 37% bonus damage on the ability. Good players would have this stacked much, much harder, but at the same time, like, I casually play Sylvanas. I'm not a Sylvanas player. At level 7, we picked up Lost Soul. This got buffed, increased Shadow Dagger's damage, holy shit, by 10%. And then basic attacks with 3 stacks of the Banshee's Curse reduced the cooldown of this ability by 1.75. Now, the cooldown normally is 11 seconds, so you can see it's almost 2 that we're taking off of it with every auto attack. And we do get a fair number of those because they are... Oh no, the interruption and the Ultra Death to our Kira. Blaze thinking he's gonna run in, but I think we spooked him off, and I didn't teleport to my Haunting Wave, which I'm a little curious. Just curious. Tank is down. We have our Gazlowe and our Brightwing in full retreat. I am going to follow them because I don't want to die myself. Now, the 10% increased damage on the Dagger, coupled with the 42% that we've got from our level 1, is pretty good. I feel like it's definitely going to help the build if you suffer greatly getting stacks. Now, it's not going to, completely mitigate the need for stacks because it's questing talent. That's just how things work. But at the same time, the cooldown plus the damage feels like a step in the right direction. Normally, what you're going to be taking at this tier is Festering Wounds, which is going to apply 3 stacks of Banshee's Curse when you hit people with your E. And then at 16, you pick up, what's it called, Windrunner? No, it's at 13. You pick up Windrunner, and you get 2 instances of your Haunting Wave, which means you can just apply the Banshee's Curse to everybody, and then when the Shadow Dagger spreads to everybody, you're getting a shitload of stacks because there's so much damage. It's happening all over the place. It's good. It's probably the strongest way to play a burst Sylvanas. And then... Actually, no. Because I think people are typically taking the percent damage. I don't know. I don't pay attention to a lot of Sylvanas players. I can't believe I missed that. Oh. Wow. What a leap of faith from the Anduin there, while Tassadar just stands out in the middle of the lane and dies. That's cool. Anyway. All that being said, this is basically a Shadow Dagger build with a secondary focus on the newly buffed ultimate, which is the Mind Control. So I'm just kind of flinging this ability out, but the range on it is pretty huge as far as, skill shots go. And the silence time is 1.5 seconds, and it's basically a ranged taunt. So we're going to hit someone with it, and they're just going to walk at us, and they're going to be able to use any abilities. And everything is just going to be really, really good from there, because having 3 stacks on them got the Artanis just kind of hanging out on the top side of the map. Who's he beaming? Is he beaming the robot? Okay. Ooh, big hero ult to stop the Anduin heal. And now we're just running the enemy team down because we're 20 to 18 and there's really nothing for us to worry about. I could have used my trait there to turn off the building to keep the robot healthier, but at the same time, I, again, am not a Sylvanas player. So at level 13, we did pick up Cold Embrace to reduce the armor by 25, and then people that it spreads to get their armor reduced by 10. Is Tassadar? No, he's dead, thank God. Yeah, but that just kind of, builds into the focus of the Shadow Dagger. Reducing armor by 25% is pretty fucking nuts. And since it's on a pretty short cooldown with the way that we reset it, really useful. Our Q, we're picking up Evasive Fire just to have the move speed. 2 seconds. Yeah, and basic attacks are going to refresh that. So we can apply the stacks more often. We can, walk in and out of places that we need to be as the carry and kind of dodge intermittent damage by stutter stepping. At level 20, I did pick up the upgrade for Mind Control. That's what the ability is called. It's called Dark Lady's Call, and it reduces the cooldown of the ability from 50 seconds to 20 seconds, and also massively reduces the sight. So think blind as a bat, or isolation, and that's what's happening with Dark Lady's Call at level 20. For 5 seconds. Coupled with the silence and the taunt for 1.75 seconds, you're now going to be basically blind for 5 seconds. So, really cool. I don't get to fool around with this ability enough. And again, I only ended the game at 112 stacks, so that's not super good. But at the same time, feels good because we did, let's see, we went 6-0. Wow. Ooh. 4th highest damage in the game. Gazlowe OP still. Just putting that out there. And I don't feel bad about the game by any means, but the talents, in case you need them: Unfurling Shadows, Possession, Lost Soul, Mind Control, Cold Embrace, Evasive Fire, and Dark Lady's Call. That is going to do it for today's episode. I will be back tomorrow with Jaina. Jaina got some changes in this patch as well, which I think are going to make her a lot more fun. So, thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you tomorrow, and as always, stick around for the remainder of the video if you're interested in the conclusion of that 2-sentence horror story from the start. Have yourself a nice night. Good evening.